Welcome friends. Today we are talking about atrial septal defect. Atrial septal defect is one of the most common congenital heart defects and occurs twice as frequently in females. Most are ostium secundum defects involving the fossa ovalis, that in utero was the foramen ovale. Ostium primum defects result from a defect in the atrioventricular septum and are associated with a cleft mitral valve, that is, split anterior leaflet. Now the pathogenesis. Since the normal right ventricle is more compliant than the left ventricle, a patent foramen ovale is associated with shunting of blood from the left atrium to the right atrium and then to the right ventricle and pulmonary arteries. As a result, there is gradual enlargement of the right side of the heart and of the pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary hypertension and shunt reversal sometimes complicate atrial septal defect, but are less common and tend to occur later in life than with other types of left-to-right shunt. Now the clinical features. Most children are asymptomatic for many years and the condition is often detected at routine clinical examination or following a chest X-ray. Symptoms that can occur include dyspnea, chest infections, cardiac failure and arrhythmias, especially AF. The characteristic physical signs are the result of the volume overload of the right ventricle. Wide fixed splitting of the second heart sound, wide because of delay in right ventricular ejection, increased stroke volume and right bundle branch block, and fixed because the septal defect equalizes left and right atrial pressures throughout the respiratory cycle, and a systolic flow murmur over the pulmonary valve. In children with a large shunt, there may be a diastolic flow murmur over the tricuspid valve. Unlike a mitral flow murmur, this is usually high-pitched. Here is the diagram showing atrial septal defect. Here blood flows across the atrial septum, the arrow from left to right. The murmur is produced by increased flow velocity across the pulmonary valve as a result of left to right shunting and a large stroke volume. The density of shading is proportional to velocity of blood flow. Now the investigations. Echocardiography is diagnostic. It directly demonstrates the defect and typically shows right ventricular dilatation, right ventricular hypertrophy and pulmonary artery dilatation. The precise site and location of the defect are best defined by transesophageal echo. The chest X-ray typically shows enlargement of the heart and the pulmonary artery, as well as pulmonary plethora. The ECG usually demonstrates incomplete right bundle branch block because right ventricular depolarization is delayed as a result of ventricular dilatation. With a primum defect, there is also left axis deviation. Now the management. Atrial septal defects is in which pulmonary flow is increased 50% above systolic flow, that is a flow ratio of 1.5:1, are often large enough to be clinically recognizable and should be closed surgically. So what is it says? It says ASD in which pulmonary flow is increased 50% above systolic flow are often large enough to be clinically recognizable and should be closed surgically. Smaller defects may be managed conservatively and patients are monitored with echocardiography. Closure can also be accomplished at cardiac catheterization using implantable closure devices. The long-term prognosis thereafter is excellent unless pulmonary hypertension has developed. Here the diagram shows transesophageal echocardiogram of an atrial septal defect. The defect is clearly seen, the arrow, between the left atrium above and the right atrium below. Doppler color flow imaging shows flow across the defect. Here the diagram shows percutaneous closure of atrial septal defect. The closure device is delivered across the interatrial septum, and a disc is deployed on either side to seal the defect. And lastly, it is said that severe pulmonary hypertension and shunt reversal are both contraindications to surgery. Again, I am telling severe pulmonary hypertension and shunt reversal are both contraindications to surgery. Thank you, viewers.